2009 has been something of a rollercoaster year for the motoring world. We've seen a global economic crisis which has threatened car sales, followed by an extension to the scrappage scheme which has attracted a new breed of buyer. We've seen manufacturers make job cuts to save a little bit of money, and then they go right ahead and launch a new range of cars. Yes, 2009 has had a little bit of everything. And talking of new cars, there's been a little bit of something for everyone, from quirky French supermes all the way through to £150,000 plus supercars. So, in time-honoured tradition, MSN Cars has compiled a list of 10 of the best cars of 2009. Which one's the best? That's for you to decide. With a price tag of £150,000, the Mercedes SLS AMG isn't exactly cheap, but what it lacks in affordability it more than makes up for with performance. With a 571 horsepower 6.2 litre V8 providing the get up and go, it launches from standstill to 60 miles per hour in just 3.8 seconds and onto a top speed of 197 miles per hour. From one supercar to another, this time Ferrari and its stunning new 458 Italia. As its name suggests, the 458 is powered by a 4.5 litre V8, which pumps out 1 horsepower less than the Mercedes SLS, 570 for those of you who weren't paying attention earlier. That makes it good for a 0 to 60 mile per hour time of 3.4 seconds and a top speed of 202 miles per hour. If your budget won't quite stretch to £150,000 plus, then how about this, the new Vauxhall Astra. When all around are upping their game, Vauxhall has had to pull out the stops to get the upper hand against the likes of the Focus and the Golf. It looks like Vauxhall has taken the positives from the Insignia and applied it to its new Astra. Now, it may look like a Smart 4.2 that's been fed a course of steroids, but it is in fact the new city car from Toyota called the IQ. It aims to make nipping through congested streets an absolute doddle, and unlike the Smart, it seats 4 people thanks to some clever shuffling around of the differential and heater. Nissan performance cars are a little like buses, and I don't mean by the way they drive. No, you wait for one for ages and then 2 come along at once. We've already been blown away by the GTR, MSN Cars Car of the Year last year, but if your budget won't quite stretch to it, then how about this, the 370Z. As you'd expect, coming from a Japanese manufacturer, it comes fully loaded with all the latest technological wizardry to help you drive fast without putting it in a tree. Prices started to sniff under 27 grand, making it a good sight cheaper than the entry-level Porsche Cayman. The trouble with most cars from Lotus is that they're not much good if you've got more than one person that wants to come along for the ride. Step forward to the 4-seater Evora. For a shaving under £50,000 you get a sporty looking, sporty handling 2+2 which will do the 0 to 60 mile per hour dash in 5 seconds thanks to a 276 brake horsepower 3.5 litre V6 from Toyota. If there was ever a car for the Marmite generation, then this is it, the love it or hate it Porsche Panamera. Whether you see it as a stretched 911 or a squashed Cayenne, one thing's for sure, it's no slouch. The 4.8 litre V8 turbo does a 0 to 60 dash in 5.4 seconds, and almost a second quicker if you opt for the twin turbo version, making it one of the quickest and most luxurious ways to transport 4 people. And it's all yours from £72,000. Cute, quirky and cheap is something that Citroën does very well. Think back to the 2CV and you'll know what we're on about. Well, Citroën has given the Picasso MPV treatment to its C3 Super Mini. So what do you get? Well, it's more spacious, better looking and more versatile than the C3, and although it may look like a funky van with windows, it actually feels like a Super Mini behind the wheel. "2009 has been a very busy year for Mercedes. As well as the £150,000 supercar, it's also been hard at work on a replacement for its executive saloon, the Stuttgart taxi driver's favourite, the Mercedes E-Class. This is a Mercedes from the old school, meaning a superb ride, downsized engine and a real sense of quality that has really raised the game for the E. Ever since Nissan launched the Qashqai back in 2007, it's had the family crossover market pretty much all to itself. That is until now, but now it faces stiff competition from Skoda in the form of the Yeti. It has the looks of a baby off-roader, the space of a compact MPV, and drives much like a family hatch. And all those rugged looks aren't for show either, it's just as capable in the rough stuff as a baby Land Rover, if you're into the extreme picnicking scene. So those are the contenders. Which one wins? You decide. Let us know which of the 10 cars is your favourite on the poll on our homepage. The winner will be announced early next year. Don't forget you can check out full road tests of all the cars featured in this video in our car review section.